What is going on? I am Tony Pollock with Real Life Trading. Let's dive into these charts and give you a quick update on some of these key levels and what these markets are doing, what they're trying to do, and where I think these things are going. Let's get started. All right, so SPY. Finally, the weakness was coming through. We all kind of saw it. It finally dropped back down. We did have a bouncing area right here, and we smashed through it. So that tells me bears are pretty strong. Now, we've made a monster move down, so today's gap up, mainly off of Meta earnings and some tech. Today's gap up and move higher makes sense. We need a retest. I do believe the bears are going to start to step in pretty dang soon. So it's going to be happening pretty soon here, my friends. I'm expecting possibly a move back up to 410, but I think somewhere in here soon, we are going to start to rotate and probably move our way back down. It doesn't have to, but that's what makes the most sense based on these closures. I still believe that we need to get down and fill some of these gaps. This is my next bouncing area. This is my big area of concern. So we'll move higher. I think it's probably going to start selling off here over the next day or two. We'll see what happens on earnings on Amazon, etc. A little bit more of a move down. Once we get into this 402 level, I've had an area here on SPY, an alert here on SPY in this area for a while. This is where I believe the bulls are going to start to come to. Is it possible that we just go screaming out of here? Of course, anything is possible. But I do expect the bears to start to show up based on how strong of selling we got and how strong we blew through the supports. If there were that many bulls excited to buy, we would have never closed below 405.70. And yet we did. So that tells me quite a bit. Now, we did hit a weekly 10 EMA, right? It does make sense. This week could end up being extremely strong and off to the races we go. I'll have to just wait and see what happens with it. But I do believe that we're going to start working our way back down. This is a pretty good resistance area. We might need to go up to the 10 EMA and all the way back up to 410 possibly. I have an alert up here. 410 would be an amazing short area. So for day traders, for all those people out there, swing traders, I think this is a perfect short opportunity. I don't think this is quite the bouncing bottom that I would expect. And we most likely are moving down lower in my opinion. So again, anything can happen. I don't really care about being right or wrong. I simply have a game plan if we start breaking higher, and I have a game plan if we start breaking lower. That's all trading is. Stop trying to be right and put all your eggs in one basket. Just sit back and watch and see what these markets are trying to do. If we roll over, cool. I know what I'm going to do down here. If we bounce, I know what I'm going to do up here. Does that make sense? Hopefully that kind of helps you out, changes your perspective. I don't read the future. I have no idea what's going on. I just know charts. And charts tell you a lot. These closures down here tell me a lot. And if we go rampaging up, that would tell me a lot as well, right? Bulls are super strong, whereas the bears should have been strong. So very, very interesting price action here on SPY, but I do believe it's going to kind of start to work its way back down a little bit. We might need to wait for some more earnings gaps over the next few days to bring us a little bit lower, but that's what I'm guessing is going to happen. And if not, we're working our way back up to 410. And we'll see what happens from the bulls from there. This was such a strong support for like literally a month that if we retest the bottom of this, it's probably going to lead to a lot steeper of a drop. The Qs are being held up. Tech is actually coming out pretty strong in earnings. Most people weren't expecting that, and I think that's why we're getting a nice bounce. Qs do look pretty strong. There still is a short area up here. We've hit it once, we hit it twice, we broke down, and again, we closed below this higher low. The bears closing nearly shaved bottom down here is extremely strong. Extremely strong. So we needed a retest. Now, granted, this is a stronger retest than I would expect. I think we're starting to get a little bit of those bears squeezed out, but earnings are not over with yet. So be careful. I do believe we're going to come down. We have yet to fill this gap just a little bit lower at 308. And you can see where the bulls should step in, which in my opinion is anywhere from 308 to 305 area, 304. Is where I'm expecting these bulls to come in here on the Qs. So that's a little review here of what's going on with these markets. Giving you some key levels to look at. If you want to be successful, trade key levels. Trade key levels. Avoid the mess and wait for it to get to key levels on your day trades, on your swing trades. Yes, it means not trading as much. But if you're trading for fun, enjoyment usually costs money. So you will pay to have fun in the markets, or you can be a professional trader. You can trade for a living. You can trade for profits, which means you're going to sit back You're going to avoid the mess, and you're going to trade the key levels. If you can just simply be patient enough to do that, I promise you, you'll have better returns than just trying to trade everything. That's going to be it for me. I love you guys. I hope this update helped you, gives you some guidance. As always, message me, email me. Tony at reallifetrading.com is my email. I think that's the best way to get a hold of me. Everything else falls away, and I don't quite see it since I get bombarded with messages. So email me if you have any questions. Come trade with us. Come check us out here at Real Life Trading. Join us every single day. Watch our computers. Let us teach you how to trade live. It's such a benefit. It's one of the greatest ways that I learned how to trade was watching my mentors like Jeremy Newsom trade on his screen, showing me, saying, hey, Tony, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this. It progressed me and moved me so much faster ahead in my journey on trading. So please come trade us. Come trade with us. Come join us. Email support@reallifetrading.com. They can give you any details, any information that you want. Visit us, reallifetrading.com. Links are below. Excited to have you join our family. But again, I hope these videos are helping you out, and stay tuned for some more. Love you guys.